Welcome to this holy instant now. An instant to stop and remember. Remember who and what you truly are, beyond the matrix of fear, lack, and limitation. All that seems to limit you in this world is only an illusion that demands your continued belief and attention in order to have any power over you. Now is your opportunity to let go of whatever stands in the way of your complete awareness of your true and original self. Sit back with your spine upright. Get comfortable and take a deep, slow breath. And as you exhale, release both past and future. Release both memory and imagination, and become fully present in the now. And let's begin. The contemplation with which we begin today's practice is this: what is the second coming? The second coming of Christ, which as sure as God, is the return of your true self to full awareness. The second coming is merely the correction of mistakes and the return of sanity. It is a part of the condition which restores the never lost and reestablishes what is forever and forever true. It is the invitation to God's Word to take place of illusions, the willingness to let forgiveness rest upon all things without exception and without reserve. Forgiveness lights the second coming's way because it shines on everyone as one. The second coming is the one event in time which time itself cannot affect. For everyone who ever came to die, or yet will come, or who is present now, is equally released from what they made. In this equality is Christ restored as the one universal identity in which all the children of God acknowledge that they all are one. And God, the infinite Creator, smiles upon your true self, His one creation and His only joy. Receive the second coming for yourself, but do not rest with that. It needs your eyes and ears, and hands and feet. It needs your voice. And most of all, it needs your willingness. Let us rejoice that we can do God's will and join together in its holy light. The second coming is a collective change of mind where we at last realize our inherent divinity, recognize our oneness with God, and complete our extension of love and forgiveness to all things. It is a shift in consciousness from fear to love, from ego's illusions to spiritual truth. It is a collective awakening to the reality that separation from God is an illusion, and that we all are eternally one. Take a moment now to contemplate the second coming and allow your mind to relate this idea to your daily life, the decisions you make, the way you perceive, and how you view reality. Take the next minute or so to do this now. And now, take one more deep, slow, and full breath in, breathing all the way to the top. And as you exhale slowly, let your mind and body relax as you open your awareness to the idea with which we practice today. This instant is the only time there is. I have conceived of time in such a way that I defeat my aim. If I elect to reach past time to timelessness, I must change my perception of what time is for. Time's purpose cannot be to keep the past and the future one. The only interval in which I can be saved from time is now. For in this instant, forgiveness has come to set me free. The birth of Christ, my true self, is now, without a past or a future. Christ has come to give His present blessing to the world, restoring it to timelessness and to love. And love is ever present, here and now. Thank you for this instant, Infinite Creator. It is now that I am redeemed. This very instant is the time you have appointed for your Holy One's release and for the salvation of the world in Him. The idea that your salvation, your freedom, your fulfillment, your enlightenment is somewhere in the future, located at a point in time is the greatest illusion and the greatest act of sabotage that is embedded in the dream matrix, laid out through the mind of your dream character self. How could what God wills now and forever be in the future? The only time there is now. Imagination fills the gap from past to future, overlooking this present instant. But this very instant is the only time in which you can fully realize your already perfect freedom. Here and now, without reference to memory or imagination, is your access point to unconditional peace, love, and joy. Forgive yourself for seeking it elsewhere and embrace the possibility of dropping all defenses, letting forgiveness rest on all things, and receiving the gifts of God now. take one more deep, slow, and full breath in, breathing in all of the energy and frequency of your practice, integrating it into your thought system and perception now. And as you exhale slowly, relax and release and allow the integration to take place. And remember to bring this feeling and this awareness with you into the rest of your day. This instant is the only time there is. I have conceived of time in such a way that I defeat my aim. If I elect to reach past time to timelessness, I must change my perception of what time is for. Time's purpose cannot be to keep the past and the future one. The only interval in which I can be saved from time is now. For in this instant, forgiveness has come to set me free. The birth of Christ, my true self, is now, without a past or a future. Christ has come to give His present blessing to the world, restoring it to timelessness and to love. And love is ever present, here and now. My gratitude is to you for investing this time and energy into your awakening and the awakening of the world. If you enjoyed and benefited from this practice and wish to support this channel, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to continue the journey, and leave a comment in the comment section below, sharing what you will embrace and what you will release that will allow you to step ever more fully into your true self today. May you be at peace and know your true self.